right, Carter, ready to go live?
Sure, man.
Here we go. 3, 2, boom! There we are. Episode
There we are.
11, picked off with Josh and Carter. I'm Josh Griffin. That's my partner, pretty much for life now, I think. Alex Carter, how you doing this morning, Alex?
All right, man. Happy to be here. Ready to do this thing.
We got NASCAR Vol in the chat already. Good morning. 3, 2, 1.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah. NASCAR's probably one of our top fans, if not the top fan. Yeah, and I haven't seen him miss an episode yet. Well, we've got a hell of a show today. A lot
to talk about.
lot of stuff to talk about. There's some current events, big coaching change that Vol Twitter and the sports world has gone nuts about. Tennessee is the talk of the quarantine off season, man. When it comes to recruiting and coaching and a lot of things happening in Tennessee. Pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Haas says partner for life sounds peculiar.
Mm.
It's probably as bad as you think, Haas, and then some.
It's just fate.
All right. Let's see. Let's give them the rundown for the show today. We're going to do a little current events, talk about the coaching change, the recruits, and I think that's it in the current events, isn't it? Was there something else? There was something else that you wanted to... Oh, the NCAA is going to be making a decision June 1st, I think.
Yeah.
About the fate of college football. We got our moment in Vol history. If you're a Gator hater, you'll want to stick around for that. Carter's going to grind his gears about Alabama bandwagon fans. We're going to do our top 5 sports movie quotes of all time. That one's pretty fun. I had a good time coming up with those. It is Thursday, so we're not doing TikTok Tuesday. We're going to skip through that and go right on to Whack Ass Tradition. General Neylend 7 memes. And we're going to replace Dumpster Fire of the Day today with our Wheel of Misfortune segment. So get your super chats ready, boys, because when we get to the end of the show here, we're going to be spinning the wheel and finding out what myself or Carter has to do.
That's right. Yourself or Carter.
Kevin Stokes is in. He says, "What's up, fellas? What's going on, Kevin? Thanks for dropping in." Vols Talk says, "What's up, Carter?" Matt Dumit, good morning. Thanks, guys. Thanks for dropping in. We appreciate the comments. As per usual, let's not forget, top comment of the show is going to get that coveted Golden Keyboard Award and some kind of prize.
Who's it going to be?
Carter's on the prize patrol over there, so he gets to pick what he sends you and when he sends it to you and all that stuff.
Hoss, I know I got to send you something else. How about some more Alabama cards? Would that be all right with you, sir?
Duke Nukem says we're getting commits in the middle of the night. We're on fire with recruiting. You're absolutely right about that.
Yep.
Thanks for dropping in, Duke Nukem. All right. Should we get this puppy started? We got to try to squeeze this into about an hour and a half, hour and 45 this morning. We've got other obligations at noon, so we're going to try to get out of here by noon. So we'll breeze through this show, but the quality of the show will not suffer.
Absolutely not.
All right, Carter, let's talk a little current events. Do we want to talk about the recruit first or the big coaching change?
I say let's talk about the recruit first.
All right, let's talk about the recruit first.
Let's see. Late last night, we had a 4-star athlete commit from North Carolina. He's the 5th or the number 5 athlete in the country, 8th best player in the state of North Carolina. And his name is Cayman Marley. And I watched him. He's 6'2", 206 from Ramseur, North Carolina. Hope I said it right. I'm pretty sure I did, because I've heard of Ramseur. But anyway, I watched this film, man, and more than likely when he comes to Tennessee, if he does stay committed and sign the letter of intent, he'll probably either be a receiver or a DB. That's why he's listed as an athlete. He can play both sides of the ball, and I'm sure that the coaching staff will use him wherever he is needed the most. So, but yeah, I mean, it just keeps on coming. We're going to run out of scholarships eventually, Josh.
Well, I mean, these are all verbal commits, and I guess Pruitt gets to decide who he awards the scholarships to. So I say, fill the basket and shake it and see what rises to the top. And
oh God,
that's
you
how.
didn't just say that.
That's that. Hey, no, that's not. That was never a Butch Jones thing.
Oh, bull crap.
He stole it. Rise to the top has been a Rocky Top thing for a while.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, another great recruit. Another 4-star to add to the mix. Another guy to be excited about. Welcome to Rocky Top, young man. We're excited to have you. I know he's probably watching. I'm not going to toot our own horns here, but or I don't intend to, but I'm going to. I should say. Tennessee was not recruiting at this level until the first episode of Picked Off launched.
That is a good point.
Yeah. So I think Fulmer and Pruitt need to get together and get that check written and send it on over because we're doing great things for Tennessee recruiting.
Yes, we are.
All right, and then other news. Sorry about the notifications there, guys. I've got to have my web browser pulled up for the spin the wheel section, so you're going to get all my Facebook notifications as they roll through. And I don't know how to make that go away. So you're going to hear that little chime every now and then. Catfish is in Facebook, says, "What's up? What's up, boss man?" Chris Long, he'll have to let some walk. He'll have to let some walk. How many scholarships do we have this cycle?
I think,
so 20.
think 25, 26.
I was thinking 27. Somewhere between 25 and 27, I'd say, Chris.
Let's hope. It's 27.
Yeah, buddy. Either way, we're going to get 20 plus great young men on campus before too long, and the team's going to be all that much better off for it. All right. Current events part 2. Tell the boys and ladies and everything in between about the big coaching move.
Well, if you've been on Twitter or really any social media, Tennessee has a new head football coach, Coach Duggs. He was at Texas Tech, left Texas Tech after winning the Cotton Bowl, and is now the head coach at the University of Tennessee. And social media has gone crazy over it. Lane Kiffin has responded. Lane Kiffin even said, don't leave them after 1 year. They don't like that. Coach Pruitt was happy about it. He was in full support, and Coach Duggs decided to keep Jeremy Pruitt on his staff. So there you go.
Well, that was kind of him.
It really was. And, Coach Duggs could have went to Georgia or California, but he decided to come to Tennessee. So, you know what? I'm fired up.
Yep, he had offers at Georgia, Tennessee, Cal, I believe it was. If you don't know who Coach Duggs is a NCAA 14 created coach by Big Cat from Barstool Sports. And he led Texas Tech to a Cotton Bowl, a 10-win season and a Cotton Bowl victory. And the social media stratosphere has just gravitated to Coach Duggs. Everybody's excited to see his progress, to see where he goes next. And
he's 1-0.
He's 1-0.
Beat UCLA 55-28.
Yep. And so Coach Duggs has moved to Tennessee. We're happy to have him. That's going to do nothing but great things for recruiting. With all the social media attention that the university is going to get now that he's here. And we hope that he stays at Tennessee. Maybe this is where he retires from.
He kind of looks like Andy Reid.
It does look. He's like a mixture of Andy Reid and that computer nerd from South Park.
Yep, that is a good one.
Yep. So Coach Doug's moves to Tennessee. Breaking news. Spread it. You heard it here first. On Picked Off with Josh and Carter. Anything else going? Oh, tell the guys about the NCAA and their decisions on what do we got?
Well,
what do we got there?
June 1st. The NCAA is supposed to decide, I guess, the fate of football on June 1st. But the thing is, a lot of people don't understand this. But the NCAA is a governing body. There is no. If the SEC and all these other conferences wanted to get away from the NCAA, they could do that. They don't have to have. That's the thing. We don't necessarily have to have the NCAA. But the way it's always worked out is they've been, kind of over everything. But I mean, there could be a change if they wanted it to happen, but it never will, probably because of all the money involved. But
yeah,
supposedly June 1st, they're supposed to, I guess, make a decision on college football or something.
We're excited about that. So everybody mark it on your calendars. June 1st is when we find out if we're going to have a college football season or not. You got to think the universities are going to go with what the NCAA says.
Unfortunately.
Kevin Stokes says he was unsatisfied with the truffle shuffle that he paid for the other day. No intensity like the one in the movie. What do you have to say for yourself, Carter?
Well, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, so sorry. I gave it my best shot.
Hey, we got the wheel coming up. I would be willing to bet the odds are heavy that Carter's going to be doing another truffle shuffle.
Oh, shoot.
And the way, so we'll go ahead and set this up so everybody knows when the segment comes around kind of what to do. The way that we're going to do these spins is you're going to do a super chat. And what do we want to do? We never decided on a price. Do we want to charge the guys $5? I mean, it's this is a time when folks are having a hard time. Let's do a $2.99. How's that sound?
Jeez. Okay.
$2.99. You do the super chat for $2.99, and you just comment the name of the person that you're spinning for. That'd be me or Carter. And we'll spin the wheel. I'll go ahead and show you guys what the wheel looks like. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. Boom. There's we've got do the Gator Chomp. And we've got the Truffle Shuffle on there. Bark like a Georgia Bulldog. I mean, we got all kinds of good stuff on there. So you'll see that again coming up at the end of the show. But you're going to pay your $2.99 super chat. Comment the name of the guy that you want to do the action on the wheel. Then we're going to spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on is what they got to do. We got shots of hot sauce in there. We got eggs on the face. We'll get more into it. There's some good ones on there. So so that's coming up at the end of the show. Kevin, you'll get your opportunity for revenge.
How about somebody help Carter out?
Don't help Carter out.
I'm counting on you, buddy.
Don't help. Michael Rector says
give a $2.99 super chat and put Josh.
Kevin. No, not Kevin. Michael Rector says Kiffin is the unlimited troll. I think the dude is hilarious. I have to agree. He is definitely my top follow on Twitter. Him and Mike Leach, follow them regularly. That's really what I use Twitter for. Hey, we got a salute to Layla coming up at the end of the show too. Right before we do the wheel, we're going to do a little salute to Layla Kiffin. Oh, let's see. NASCAR says that Doug's guy looks like Jim Chaney. Yeah, that's fair.
With a mustache, yeah.
Or Chuck Mangino.
Yeah, that's Jim Chaney and Andy Reid's love child.
Let's see. Big Vol Daddy says, what obligations do you have, Josh, that are more important than us? Unfortunately, guys, The picked off doesn't pay the bills around here, so I have a day job, and in that day job, I have things that I must do. I'm an insurance agent during the day. So hey,
don't lie, he's on the street corner.
If you're in need of insurance, right down here, let's see. Let me see if I can point right there. Shelter Insurance. That's my agency. You can give me a call. Let's see if I can remember my business number. 865-671-6451, and we can take care of some insurance stuff if that's something that you need. Shameless plug for myself. But I did advocate a little bit of budget money for advertising and for advertising on Picked Off there. So Shelter Insurance is a new Big Ball Daddy's already throwing the super chats.
What did he say?
He dropped a $5 super chat and said said Joshy Poo, it's all you, sir.
Ha ha ha! Yes, sir. That's my daddy right there.
Helping you out.
So much, Dad.
Somebody's helping you out. That's sweet. All right. Let's see. You want to move on to the moment in history?
I say let's do it.
All right, man.
Well,
set her up.
We talked about the 91. Unfortunately, I lost my connection, but Tuesday when BVD was on, we were talking about the 91 Miracle at South Bend. We're just going to go a year ahead. We're going to talk about the 1992 Tennessee-Florida game. It's a downpour. Tennessee won the game 31-14, dominated Florida. It came a freaking monsoon during the game. I've heard multiple stories about it. I heard it even knocked out. The rain was so heavy that it knocked out the camera feed. I guess it was ABC. Some of you guys in the comments may know, like BVD would know. But, yeah, just dominated Steve Spurrier. That was the year that Johnny had his heart attack, and I guess Fulmer had to coach that game. And you got to think, man, I mean, Fulmer comes in and he starts off, 3-0, and he beats some no-name, but then beats Georgia and Florida. I mean, that's a pretty good way to start off.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of good players on that team. You had Todd Kelly, James Stewart, Charlie Garner, Aaron Hayden, Ben Talley, and, of course, the man himself, Heath Schuler. But I think we got a clip of that. So hit it, Josh.
Yeah, buddy. Here he goes.
Here comes Chapman, and the game is underway. As Edge waits for the snap, Tennessee coming for the block. The punt is blocked by Tennessee, and it goes kicking out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Florida shifts its defense to the wide side as Schuler rolls out that way. He's going to run with the ball. He's at the 10, cuts outside 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. Touchdown, Big Orange. The ball at the Florida 15-yard line. Same set, single running back Stewart. Schuler to Stewart, right side 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He made it. Give him 6. The weather, I think, could very well be a factor because it's just, I've never seen anything like this. Ball on the left hash mark. Schuler, misdirection, throws the ball. It is caught by Tennessee at the 35 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50, to the 45 to the 40, to the 35 to the 30, to the 25 to the 20, to the 15 to the 10. He has scored. He has scored. He has gone all the way. 66 yards. Bose Phillips. And Tennessee rolls away from the boundary. Phillips flashes free. Schuler's on target. And then Phillips turns it on. And the 220-pounder from Nashville, Tennessee has gone all the way. Give him 6. Touchdown, Big Orange in the downpour. Tennessee has a 5-man rush. They snap the ball, and he tries for a first, and he did not make it. Talley and Session were there, Bill Anderson, waiting for that, and they nailed him. Schuler, the quarterback, fakes the give, rolls to the near side, may run, he will. He's at the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, yes, yes. Give him 6. Touchdown, Heath Schuler. Back to throw, across the middle pass is intercepted Tennessee. Beautifully played, intercepted at the 45, back to the 40, and this will be Jason Parker, the true freshman. And the fans are standing, and they're looking at the clock, and they're going to count it down as the Volunteers have nailed Florida here in Knoxville.
There you go.
It's a downpour. The best part of that whole that video and the game was the pass to Mose Phillips when he checked his watch when he scored in the end zone.
I'm still vibing from that music, man.
Yeah.
That was a great game there. And, man, the downpour was insane. Did you see those images there of the water spewing over the steps and spewing off the turf?
Yeah.
All right, so Kevin Stokes has already super chatted. His he hit us with the $4.99. Thank you for that, Kevin Stokes. He says, Carter, you're up. If he's not here whenever we start spinning the wheel, it's got your name on it. I guess he'll watch it.
Right.
I guess he'll watch it back and see you take your punishment.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. So
absolutely.
I just hope. I guess the one I don't want to do the most is the hot sauce because, like I said, the only hot sauce I have here is a hot sauce that a friend of mine made, and it's really hot. It's in a Frank's Red Hot bottle, but it's not Frank's Red Hot. So that's really going to suck if that happens.
Yeah.
And if I hit the beer one, then I'm going to have to spin again because I don't have any alcohol at this house.
We'll get some of the end. I'll order that bad boy, and we'll use that on a wheel one day.
Oh, good God.
The end is absolutely insane. 6 million on the Scoville scale. It's the hottest you can get without being pure capsaicin.
God.
Hottest hot sauce known to man. It's I tried it once. It was absolutely nuts. I mean, it's like getting sprayed in the mouth with pepper spray. It's probably spicier than pepper spray.
Oh, I bet. I guarantee it. Probably not as, I mean, the thing with pepper spray is breathing it in and getting it in your eyes.
Yeah. BVD says, do you do auto insurance? Of course I do auto insurance. Auto, home, life, commercial, you name it. I can get you insured. I really don't want this to turn into a plug for my business. I just decided to do a little advertising on here. But yeah, I can take care of you, man. You guys give me a call. And if nothing else, come by the office. I'm out on off Kingston Pike, out in Farragut, just past the Ingalls. It's let's see, the second traffic light up there next to Click's Funeral Home out there. Shelter Insurance. I'm in a professional building out there. Come by the office and just sit and hang out with me, and we'll talk football. We ain't got to talk about insurance. College sports, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. Let's see. Big Ball Daddy Schuler is my QB god. I'm getting chills and wood watching this.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, man. Whatever does it for you.
Yeah, he's always talked about Schuler.
Cody Hankins says, what do y'all think about college football playing June 1st?
Well, they better get this thing going.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, if they're going to play June 1st, that's a quick turnaround. I can't see them.
Kevin Stokes with the $4.99 super chat. There's a spin for Josh. So Josh has 2 spins now.
Oh my God, did he do one on me too?
Yes, sir.
Dadgummit. How am I leading Carter by in number of spins, guys? This was not intended for me to get punished.
Well, I think this is just my. I think there's a little bit more people from the Sunday night stream that are on the comments than. So, yeah. Shout out to all my boys.
Henry Blake Harrington over on Facebook says, hey, what's up, Henry? Thanks for dropping in. Flint Williams, Mac McClung names 7 top teams. Tennessee not on the list. Sorry, Catfish.
Ooh.
We'll see.
It's a little harsh.
There's a lot of guys that have committed to Tennessee who Tennessee was not on their top 5, top 7, top 10. So we'll see what happens. But regardless, with or without McClung, it's still a great recruiting class.
Oh, God, yeah.
All right. Let's see what else is going on in the chats over back in YouTube. Facebook, I guess I don't really know how those guys can pay for spins because we hadn't gotten it set up where they can do the stars yet.
Yeah.
Maybe
send them the link, I guess. Put the link of the YouTube into the Facebook comments. What we could do. I don't know.
Maybe Catfish can do that if he's watching. I've got all systems go here on the OBS controls. I can't do it, or you can do it. You can drop the YouTube link in there in the Facebook chat section.
Okay. Hall says, I have some hot sauces that are really hot, but it's because of the mixture of peppers. The sauces that use pepper extract are cheating, in my opinion.
There's some validity to that. It does matter how your peppers are mixed up, whether they're dried or wet when you make the sauce, whether or not you include seeds or don't include seeds. There's a lot that goes into making a hot sauce.
Vols Talk says Matt McClung isn't even Mormon and listed BYU. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of kids that aren't Mormon that go to BYU. I mean,
oh yeah, no doubt.
Old Smoky, what's up, guys? Go Vols, Old Smoky. Great name.
You want to grind your gears?
God, yes, I'd like to grind my gears. All right, so I know in the past, some of y'all remember, I said bandwagon fans really grind my gears, and I think that's probably everybody. But there's a specific kind that really grind my gears, and that's Alabama bandwagon fans. And people like Hoss, you know, I have no problem with Alabama fans like Hoss and some of the people I know that are friends of mine, they're Alabama fans because they're genuine, right? Well, I've seen it happen so many times no matter where I go. If it's in Tennessee or Florida or just wherever. I'll go to a gas station, I'll go to McDonald's or a Wendy's, doesn't matter. And I'll go in and there'll always be this one redneck-looking Alabama fan or person who has this Alabama hat. It's not even a licensed product hat. It's something that they got at a flea market or a gas station, of course. And they're wearing it. And then if I'm wearing a Tennessee shirt, they'll say, Roll Tide, you know, whatever. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, then I kind of play a little game with them a lot. I like to do this because you can always tell the real Bama fans this way. I'll start talking to them. I'll say, hey, yeah, man, y'all are doing really good. But, hey, I heard y'all got this 5-star commit, this guy that's coming in this year, and his name's Jay Barker. And I heard he's going to be really good. And it never fails. The bandwagon fans every time will say, oh, yeah, man, he's going to be really good. Yeah, I heard about him. He's going to do big things at Bama. I'm like, yeah, well, you have a good day. Jay Barker played for the 92 national championship team. What I'm saying is it grinds my gears if I know more about your team than you do. I mean, come on. And that really grinds my gears. And it happens more with Bama fans because of the success. And, I mean, now that Clemson, there's a lot more Clemson fans and other teams like that. But, yeah, just the Alabama fans that don't know jack crap about Alabama but pretend to. All they know is Nick Saban and Bear Bryant.
I'm not sure if you can see the meme I put up there to represent your gear grinding, Carter. It's a dad, a mom, and what looks like about 2-year-old kid, all wearing Bama gear, and it says everyone in this photo has been a Bama fan for exactly the same amount of time.
Well, Paul or Big Ball Daddy says we need a PayPal link too.
Yeah. Let's see.
I could just put my personal PayPal link.
I'm not sure how Catfish would feel about you having all the all the Facebook money. Throw your personal PayPal in there, and we'll go that route this go round, and then I'll get with Catfish and we'll see about how to set up the thing with Facebook, how you can pay for spins. I'm pretty sure they're called stars. All right, Big Vol Daddy. They would be worn out from all the sex if they were Mormon. Question: are the BYU gay guys that are there, Mormon or Morman.
Oh my god, that might be the comment of the day right there.
That's a pretty good one. Although, I mean, can we award BVD? You know, he's affiliated with.
I'd say I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's up to BVD.
Yeah. I hate the fan that roots for the Patriots, Yankees, Bama, and whoever's leading the points in NASCAR. Kevin Stokes. Good point.
Oh, yeah.
There's a few of those in some of these sports groups that I like to get into.
How about the
Facebook.
Bama fans that are Alabama football fans but Kentucky basketball fans? Oh, no, sir.
Haas says keep outing the bandwagon fans, Carter. I've seen quite a few myself. I'll bet that is annoying. Even bandwagon fans are even annoying when they're bandwagon fans of your own team.
Oh, I'm sure. We haven't known what that felt like in a long time, but
there's a lot of recruits that are Tennessee bandwagon fans right now.
Yeah. I mean, I know a guy right now that I went to high school with, and I swear to God, every year he would be a new team because, like, when USC won the national championship, USC fan, then Virginia Tech fan, even though they didn't win it. Florida State, you name it. I mean, every year it was a different team, and it was just like, really?
I'll never understand it.
The only time in my life that I've ever been, quote unquote, maybe a bandwagon fan was I'm not the biggest NBA fan. I do follow the Grizzlies to an extent. I will cheer for them. I want them to do good. But I remember living in the Florida Keys in about 2000, I guess it was 2005. And I remember going to an NBA Finals game to watch the Heat play the Spurs, and the Heat ended up winning. And I remember I had a Heat championship shirt that I would wear, and so I guess that would have been the only time I was quote unquote sort of a bandwagon fan. But it was really just because I got to see it.
I understand. I mean, I jumped on the Tennessee bandwagon whenever I enrolled in the University of Tennessee. They were really good then.
Yeah.
So I mean, but when you jump on the bandwagon, you got to stay there, man.
That's true.
Kevin Stokes says that's a hateful comment, BVD.
Uh-oh.
I know it. Here we go. Controversy in the YouTube comments section already. We want to stay out of all of that. All we're doing is reading other people's comments. Carter and I hold no opinions.
I have no opinions.
Yep. So there you go. Any other things grinding your gears, or just Bama bandwagon fans?
No, but dude, I'm craving a damn hot dog for some reason. I don't know why.
Craving a hot dog? Was it because of BVD's comment?
No. I used to always say that the state of Alabama smelled like hot dog water. So
I gotcha. All right, let's see. I'm not affiliated with VRS at the moment. However, I will accept the prize for the comment of the day should I win it and donate it to Catfish's 7 Best Friends by Billy Radley.
Dude, BBD keeps it lively up in the comments.
I know it. That dude's he's a pistol. NASCAR Vol. I've been a Bama fan, but I love my Duke Blue Devils. Can't forget about my Patriots and love the Warriors. Yankee for life.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
I'm not sure how to deal with that. A lot of emotions just came rushing to the brain whenever I read that. Dang it. NASCAR, come on, man. Get us back on track here. Somebody give me a Go Vols or a Go Big Orange. Vols Talk says, go watch a flight. He is the biggest bandwagon fan in YouTube.
Who's this person again?
Who you talking about? Tennessee don't have any bandwagon fans.
No. Although the Titans had quite the bandwagon last year. when they played for the AFC Championship, dude, there was so many Titans fans that came out of the woodworks.
Not me.
And see,
I was ticked off.
Well, you're a Texans fan, so
I mean, there were no Texans then. I was an Oilers fan, and they moved to Nashville, and it just ripped my heart out of my chest. And
no, then, I'm talking about last season.
I thought you were talking about that Super Bowl season that they had where they lost it by a yard.
Well, that too,
Yeah.
But see, you could get away with that year because that was a brand new team. I mean, they were the Tennessee Oilers, and they became the Tennessee Titans. So that, you could get away with a little bit more because it was the first year as the Titans and all this and all that. So, but no, I'm talking about last season, man. There were so many Titans fans that are coming out of the woodworks because they were playing they beat the Patriots, and then they played for the AFC Championship. And see, I had told myself, and BBD's a witness to this, I didn't say a word. I didn't wear a single layer of clothing. When we do the streams, I would be like, nope, not talking about it, because I hadn't said jack crap all season. And I wasn't about to be like, oh, let me get this Titans jersey on, not going to do it.
Gotcha. Kevin Stokes says, get on with the spins, guys. They only want to watch the monkeys dance. That's all they come for. They don't care about our opinions, our gear grinding, our history. They just want to see us. They just want to see us suffer.
I know.
Especially the dog fan. We can roll into the top 5. NASCAR says Kenny Chesney, #1 bandwagon.
Oh, Jesus, you're right about that. I actually had him respond to me on Twitter once. I think I still got it saved. But I remember he put out a tweet, and I responded, basically calling him a bandwagon fan, and something like, you're not really a Tennessee fan. And I swear to God, he responded with, well, my donation says otherwise. I felt about like 2 inches tall.
Yeah, he's got you there.
Yeah,
he's donated more to the university than we could in a lifetime.
Definitely.
Unless them super chats come rolling in. We got a new viewer here, somebody that I've never seen. Cassandra's Life in Albuquerque. Cassandra, how you doing? She says, "Hey everybody, how you doing? Showing love from Albuquerque, New Mexico."
Well, that's awesome.
Welcome to the show, Cassandra. Good morning and get crunk, Crunk Man.
Daggum right. That's my boy, Crunk Man, aka Aaron.
There we go. All right. Vols talk. I just had to be a Vol fan from birth in the mid-2000s.
So you're still a fairly young Vol fan then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you're a Vol fan from birth, if it's this year or 20 years ago or 50 years ago, you're a Vol fan in my book.
That is true.
Rubber Nose Nose, November 14th, Athens, Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's when we play Georgia.
Late in November. I think that's gonna shake things up. I really do. Catching Georgia in November instead of October.
I hope so. I mean, I've always felt like if we played Florida later in the year, maybe we'd have a better chance against Florida. So maybe the same will be true with Georgia. Who knows?
We'll see. Georgia's notorious for dropping that late November game that they shouldn't be losing. All right. Cassandra says, thanks. I appreciate you all. Hope you're all doing good. We're doing great over here. Cassandra, if you don't know, if you just joined us, we're getting ready to take some punishments here in just a little bit. We're going to be spinning the wheel of misfortune. And Carter's going to be taking his clothes off, and we're going to be shooting hot sauce and chugging beers and all that fun stuff. Not before the top 5, though. We'll move into the top 5.
I think this wheel's going to be freaking rigged. If that crap lands on hot sauce, I'm calling it. It's rigged.
Tell us what we got for the top 5, guys.
Well, today's top 5 is the top sports movie quotes. There's all kinds of great quotes in sports movies, from Rudy to Major League to whatever you want.
Yep. What do you got?
On number 5, I'm gonna do from 5 to 1. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, we'll do 5 to 1, alternating as per the usual protocols picked off. Go ahead.
Okay. Number 5 from Cool Runnings. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up, it's bobsled time.
Oh, that movie came out when I was in elementary school. And it was one of the coolest things I had ever seen.
One of John Candy's last films, I think, too.
That's how. So some of you folks may not know this about me. I like reggae. I listen to a lot of reggae whenever I'm chilling in the truck. It's a good, calming, soothing kind of music. And the way that I was introduced to reggae and Jamaican culture was through Cool Runnings. That's how I got my start. And then I discovered Bob Marley, and the rest is history.
Oh, Bob Marley.
Name drop.
Does that mean you discovered the other wonderful things of reggae and Bob Marley?
I wish that I could say that that's the case, but I've been a pretty much beer drinking fool from high school, and have never really gotten into the other stuff.
Just the red wine, huh?
I'm kind of one of those tried it but didn't inhale kind of guys. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Kidding. Totally kidding. Nope, just beer and occasionally a little bit of liquor for the old Josh. All right, my number 5, Mr. T. I don't hate Balboa. I pity the fool.
Rocky's great.
Rocky Love 3. Everyone. Oh man, that the Rocky series, until you get to number 5, the Rocky series just got better and better with every movie.
I've even liked the Creed movies, man.
Yeah, Creed movies are pretty good.
Yep. Well, my number 4 is going to be from Major League, Pedro Cerrano. Hats for bats, keeps bats warm.
Oh, Pedro. Big knock, baby, big knock. I love that guy. The guy that played the coach on Major League. Yeah. He is that character was every baseball coach I had, from T-ball into post-high school ball, all rolled into one. He reminds me a lot of my high school baseball coach, and a lot. I mean, they were almost identical.
Every baseball coach I had, except for one, had one younger coach, and man, he was like annoying. Like, I think he just liked to go out there and hit the crap out of the ball. I mean, like, our infield sucked because he never would, like hit grounders. He just hit it deep. He'd be like, "That's right, boy. I rake. I remember he would say that. I'm like, "You're on a freaking little league field, dude."
Haas says, "Did you ever have dreads, Josh?" No, sir. I didn't. I have looked basically the same since high school. Before high school, I didn't have the beard, the facial hair, but I have looked essentially the same since about my sophomore year in high school.
God, what would you look like without a beard?
It's not pretty. It is not pretty. Cassandra says, "I hit that like for you guys. Keep up the awesome show. Thank you so much. We love the likes, the subscribes, the super chats. That's how we keep this baby rolling." And Rubber Nose says, "Liquor is quicker." You're right about that. It is.
It makes you plenty sicker.
Yeah. All right. My number 4. There goes that chime again. Sorry about that. My number 4, also from the movie Major League, Bob Uecker as Harry Doyle. When Wild Thing throws that pitch about 7 foot to the left of the strike zone, just a bit outside. That was a great character too. That movie is just chock full of great character actors. And Bob Uecker as Harry Doyle. That's one of the all-time great sports movie performances, in my opinion.
God, right.
What you got for number 3?
Number 3 from the movie Dodgeball, Mr. Patches O'Houlihan. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I see. I'm noticing a theme that we both really like the comedic sports movies.
Oh yeah, got to.
Yeah, it's Major League. Man, they just knocked it out of the park. No pun intended with that whole trilogy. It's the epitome of everything that professional baseball or the baseball in general is. My number 3 from The Replacements: Pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever.
That's probably the first football movie I think I remember, other than Rudy, watching.
You're so young. Does anybody remember Necessary Roughness? The Texas State, what was the Texas State Armadillos?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It had Scott Bakula as the quarterback. He was like 35.
Yeah.
They got him to re-enroll in school to be the quarterback after they scrapped their football program and reinstated it.
I do remember that.
That was a great movie too. Probably could have grabbed a couple of quotes from that one. Yep.
I guess now for number 2.
Replacements is a good movie.
My number 2 is probably one of the most famous ones. From The Sandlot, Ham Porter, You're Killing Me, Smalls.
Yes. It's been on T-shirts, lunch boxes, you name it. You're Killing Me, Smalls has been there. That's a great quote.
I even saw BVD had a shirt where it had him on it, and it was like Tennessee version. It said, "You're killing me, Vols."
There, that applies to probably the last 10, 12 years.
God, right.
Kill them all, let the paramedics sort them out. You're right, BVD.
That's from the program.
Yep. Yes, sir. It's a good one.
Dang, I forgot about that.
Let's see what's going on over in the Facebook chat. Oh, it dropped my chat again. You gotta love Facebook. Are we seeing the decline of Facebook? Jordan Welch says, "What's up, guys? Just got on. What's up, Jordan? Welcome to the show." Billy Ratliff is in the Facebook chat as well. If you guys want to talk to Billy, head over to Facebook and give him a shout. Ask him some questions. Ask him what his favorite pizza is and what he eats for breakfast every morning, what size shoe he wears. Billy's a good guy. He'll tell you all of it. All right, let's see. Moving on. Is it my turn, number 2?
Yeah, number 2, I believe. Yeah.
Moving back to Rocky and Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Oh.
That was so cold, man. When I was a kid watching Rocky 4, seeing Apollo Creed on the mat just twitching, having a seizure from getting knocked out. And Drago looks over at him and just, sweat oozing down his face. It says, if he dies, he dies. So cold, man. It
made you hate Russia.
It ran all over me as a kid.
Yeah. Probably made you hate Russia.
Well, I will say this. I was happy whenever Rocky beat him in the end.
Oh, for sure. My number 1, one of my favorite ones, is also from Major League, and it's from Eddie Harris, and he's talking to Pedro Cerrano, and he says, "You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?"
Yeah, that was Major League just absolutely slammed full of good quotes. But yes, I remember that well. That was a great locker room scene. I've watched that movie probably 800 times. I watched both of them 800 times, and I watched the third one a good bit too. And it just has me rolling every time. The joke's coming, but you still laugh.
Yeah.
Great writers on those scripts, I should say.
Actors were all good too.
My number 1, let's take it back to the 80s. Cobra Kai, talking to Johnny, sweep the leg. Do you have a problem with that, Mr. Lawrence? No, Sensei.
No, Sensei.
That was great, man. That was I didn't quite understand. I was pretty young whenever Karate Kid came out, and I didn't quite understand why that was such a cold moment in that movie until I grew up a little bit and realized his leg was already obliterated, and they told him to hit it. Sweep the leg. Number 1. What do you think, Carter?
I like it.
All right. Let's move on to our whack-ass tradition.
Yes, sir.
What do we got?
This week we've been sticking with the SEC mostly. We talked about Clemson. We talked a lot about South Carolina. But this is something I just discovered recently. But it's pretty damn whack. Texas Tech. The students throwing tortillas on the field. I don't know why they do it, when it started. All I know is I've watched videos, and every one of the students will take tortillas out of their freaking pockets and throw them on the field like frisbees.
Yeah. That's crazy. Do we know why they do it?
I don't know why they do it. I really have no idea why.
Being from Texas, I probably should. But I think it's just one of those things that just got started in a game. A couple of folks tossing tortillas, and then just grew into an absolute monster. I'm not sure that there's any real rhyme or reason behind it. But yeah, it is pretty whack, throwing tortillas. Yeah. The Hispanic culture in Texas is strong.
Of course.
We can say that. And Texas has some of the best Mexican food restaurants you'll ever step foot in. There's no doubt about that. And you can go into any decent Mexican food restaurant, and there's always a lady at the front of the restaurant with a big machine making tortillas, hand rolled tortillas. And inside those restaurants, once she's done making the tortilla, she just throws it at the customers. You order your fajitas or whatever, and she hurls them. So maybe it kind of developed out of that, but yes, Texas Tech and the throwing of the tortillas.
Well, see, I know that Texas Tech has a really good, I wouldn't say a barbecue program, but there's a lot of people who are into culinary and dealing with meat that go to Texas Tech. There's a local guy here, and he teaches a class. He'll go to Lubbock a couple times a year and teaches a class on doing barbecue.
Yeah.
And they have a huge program for that. So
BVD says in that famous Arnold Schwarzenegger quote, "Get to the damn wheel."
You mean get to the chopper?
Get to the chopper. I don't know what he's talking about.
We must go now. We haven't got much time.
I think he's trying to tell us to get to the wheel spins.
Ah. Well, I guess we got our 7 memes first.
Yeah, we got to get through General Neyland's 7 memes and our salute to Layla Kiffin, which I'll save Vols Talk's question for when we get to Layla. He said, how good do you think the Vols would be if Lane Kiffin was still coaching? We'll talk about that when we get to Layla. I feel bad for the guy that has to clean it up. Yeah, we'll have to clean up our own messes, I guess.
Yeah.
BVD says, not sure I want to eat anywhere hurling is going on. Hey, man, it's good going down. It's just the consequences from some of that Mexican food is not the best. Are not the best. Bought my first pair of cowboy boots in Lubbock. Rubber nose. Yeah, I mean, that's Western wear stores, Mexican food, high school football. That's what Texas is all about. I love it. Miss my home every now and then. All right, moving on then. General Neyland's 7 memes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, let's see. First meme. We're going to take a swipe at Alabama. 8 out of 10 Alabama fans can't spell Tuscaloosa. Do you think there's some truth to that?
Oh, I have no doubt. I mean, I think Alabama still leads the country in illiteracy. Just saying.
Haas can tell us.
Oh, I have no doubt Hoss can spell.
Hoss, can you spell Tuscaloosa? Can your friends spell Tuscaloosa? That's the question. Second meme. So you're telling me that Vandy's QB quit football to do medical school? Yeah, that's probably a good move.
I believe that actually happened too. So
NASCAR says Tuscaloosa.
There you go.
All right. Meme number 3. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my lady missing. Is that Manti Te'o?
That is Manti Te'o.
What was the whole? I mean, I realize he had a fake girlfriend or whatever. I don't understand. Maybe I wasn't keeping up with what was going on with that whole scenario.
He got catfished, basically.
That's sad.
So everybody kind of like made it like she wasn't real, you know. So there would be people like pictures of like just like a wedding dress like laying on the floor.
Yeah. I remember all the memes and I remember all the Manti's got a fake girlfriend stuff, but yeah, I just didn't know all the details of it.
Right.
We'll check in with our University of Kentucky correspondent. Meanwhile, at the University of Kentucky, that looks like a good time actually.
Yeah.
Those big mud parties. There's a place in Tennessee called, what is it called? Redneck Heaven or something like that. It's out in Oliver Springs, or maybe it's an event that they have out there at. No, it's got to be. I think there's a mud park called Redneck Heaven, something like that. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to one of those things. I've never been. Need to go check that out. Mississippi State football season tickets are on sale now, you guys. We can officially announce that. $1.98 pack. Hey, I got a feeling they're going to get a lot higher. Mike Leach is there now.
That's a good point.
I was a fan of, when we were searching for our next coach after Butch, I was a fan of bringing Kiffin back and Mike Leach. I got really stoked when they were talking about Mike Leach.
Yeah, I kind of was too. I was for Kiffin as well, like you said, man.
Manti's girlfriend was Sarah Walker. # Sarah Walker. Definitely Sarah Walker.
Oh, God. Who said that?
BVD said it first. NASCAR. # Sarah Walker. Michael Rector. Definitely Sarah Walker.
Oh, man. I'll have to tell you about that sometime, Josh.
Haas says he thinks he was in on it. Doesn't think he was catfished.
Yeah, I think so too.
Why would anybody do that to themselves?
Who knows?
And Kevin Stokes, if you're still around, fantasy football. This is fantasy football right here. Georgia SEC champions. They did win the SEC though, didn't they?
Yeah, in 2017 they did, but then they lost the national championship. So, I mean, see, that's the thing. Used to, before the playoff, or well, I guess before 2011, like winning the SEC was a big deal, and I guess it still is, but not as much as it used to be, because like look at LSU and Alabama. LSU won the SEC in 2011, but Alabama beat LSU in the national championship game. So it's kind of like, oh wow, we're SEC champions, but Alabama's national champions. So it's not as big.
Did vodka drinker didn't Manti Te'o feed his girlfriend to the Tigers? Carol Baskin. Oh, the Tiger King.
Husband whacked him.
Yeah, I got to believe that show wouldn't have been as great if it hadn't come out right during quarantine.
God, I don't know, man. That show was pretty epic.
It was, but I just don't think it would have blown up as quick.
I may be right.
It would have been one of those slow developing, people telling their friends about it until it finally blows up one night. But everybody was stuck at home with nothing but Netflix. and
Good
Hulu.
point.
But it was
Is that all our memes?
an epic series. Yeah, we're done with the memes, buddy. That was 7.
Oh boy, we're getting close to that.
Wait, hold on. No. We got one more. That was only number 6. There it is. There's the final one. Upon further review, South Carolina is still irrelevant.
That is very true.
What's that referee's name right there? I can't remember his name. He's an
SEC.
He's one of the greats, and the dude is jacked. He is absolutely jacked. I can't remember his name. Somebody in the comments will know.
I can't either.
Crunkman says, I have not seen Tiger King. Oh, man. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
You're missing out, bro.
It's not one of those things that, you're going to get blasted for jumping on the bandwagon. It is an absolute must-see. You have to watch Tiger King. Tiger King is the human version of the Florida Gators. You got that right.
Yeah.
If the Florida Gators were a TV show. Ed Hockley. That's right. Ed Hockley. That's his name. Yep. That dude is, he just always, he fills that referee shirt out like he's just jacked. He's got to be in his 60s.
At least.
Yeah. All right. We're not doing a dumpster fire today because we got the Wheel of Misfortune coming up, but not before we get to our salute to Layla Kiffin. Thank you, Layla. Thank you, Layla. We appreciate everything that you did for the Vols. What do you think about that picture?
I think I was more upset losing her than Lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said last episode, she would have made a great Tennessee football first lady. Because
to me, she's hotter than any of the SEC wives.
So to answer Balls Talk's question back there, how do we think that Tennessee would be doing if Lane Kiffin had stayed? I think we'd have had a couple of 10-win seasons for sure. Couple of good bowl games. I think, at the time that he came, he would have been, in his coaching prime, right about the time that the SEC took a dump. The SEC East took a dump. Georgia was firing Ricks, and Florida had just gotten rid of Muschamp and moved on to McElwain.
Missouri was winning the East. Basically.
Missouri was winning the East. I think Tennessee would have been the team winning the East. Now, he might have given some fits to Alabama, but I'm not sure that he would have had enough time to amass the type of talent that would have been needed to compete with Alabama, because they were also in their prime at that time. But yeah, I think that Tennessee would have been the number 2, number 3 team in the SEC year in and year out had he stayed. And he may have come across the right recruiting class. He definitely knew how to make some noise and get things stirred up in the SEC. So,
yeah, and that Kiffin class, man, that really burned us too, because we had some really good talent. We had Bryce Brown, David Oku, Nukeesh Richardson, Jansen Jackson. There was a bunch of guys, and all of them either got kicked off or transferred, got arrested, whatever it was, and they were gone. Every one of those top recruits ended up just gone within the next 2 years. So,
yeah,
that's why probably that 2012 team was so bad, because we didn't have hardly any seniors.
Billy Ratliff over on the Facebook. If he dies, he dies with the dead skulls. All right, let's see. Haas says if Lane came back, I think he'd come around to the idea of BVD eventually. I got to agree. BVD is famous for his Lane Kiffin video, but if Kiffin had come back and won an SEC East championship or an SEC championship, I think he would sing a different tune.
For sure.
And he says, quit stalling and get to the wheel.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Oh, so far it's 2-1. I've got 2 spins and you've got 1.
Well, let's go ahead and do mine first.
All right.
Watching yours.
Thank you, Layla. for taking that picture for us. All right. Let's spin the wheel. All right, we're going to talk to the folks about the wheel just a little bit here so everybody knows what everything is. As you can see on the screen there is do the gator chomp. That's probably one of the most painful things on the wheel. Bark like a Georgia bulldog. Shot of hot sauce. We've got Spinner's Choice, which if it lands on Spinner's Choice for Kevin Stokes, he's not here anymore. So I guess we'll just get a general consensus from the crowd there.
Nice.
Let's see. What else do we got here? Sing my fight song. So if you pay for the super chat and we spin, and you're a Dog fan or a Bama fan or a Gator fan, we'll sing your fight song for you. Slap yourself at 75% power. I can't do 100% because I would knock myself out and there wouldn't be any show left. So we're going to do slap yourself at 75% power. Eggs on the face. We'll crack an egg on our face. The truffle shuffle. We all know what that's about. Chug a beer. And then last but not least, cousin date, roll tide. And that one's pretty involved. If it lands on that, one of us is going to have to take one of our cousins on a date and take some video of the date and then report back to the show.
Well, hold on now. All I have is male cousins.
Hey, it says cousin date. It doesn't say female cousin date. Hey, this is for the fans, man. They want to be entertained. Okay. And I can't think of anything more entertaining than you taking a male cousin on a date. Roll tide.
Spin it.
Roll tide. BVD says that last one's stupid. Well, it's intended to be stupid.
Well, spin the damn thing.
Kevin says his choice is Carter redoing the shuffle. Yeah, I mean, I got.
That's if it lands on Kevin's choice.
Yep.
So go ahead and spin it for Kevin, for me. Let's do it.
Well, hold on now. I don't want to do two in a row. So first one's BVD spinning for me. Holy shit. Okay. I'm really scared to click this button.
Now, see, now this kind of backfired on you just a little bit, I can tell.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Holy crap. Oh. Bark like a Georgia bulldog.
Oh.
Whoo.
No, wait, you gotta do it right though. You gotta go, how about them dogs? And you gotta do the
How do they do it? Is it like it's pretty enthusiastic, I know. I'm gonna see if I can get this right. Bulldog fans in the chat, you can tell me how my performance is. I'll go look up a video on it if I have to. And don't they say go gosh damn dogs or something like that?
They usually say, I think, how about them dogs? Arf, 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 arf.
All right. How about them dogs? Arf, 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 arf. There we go.
I think that was acceptable. Oh, let's do it.
That hurt. That hurt my soul.
Ugh. I know this is going to be rigged. I'm going to get something bad, but let's do it.
All right, Carter. Here you go. You ready?
Yep.
I, for some reason, have no problem clicking the wheel now. Oh, sing my fight song. And who was it that paid for yours? That was
Kevin Stokes.
So you're going to sing.
All right. Glory, glory to old Georgia.
No, sing it.
Okay. Glory, glory to old Georgia. Glory, glory to old Georgia. Glory, glory to old Georgia. Da, 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 da. I don't remember the last part. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, I'll get the lyrics for you if you want.
Hey, I pretty much just sang it. Dude, it's 4 words. 5.
Glory, glory to old Georgia. Let's see. Let's see if we can find the actual lyrics here.
I felt like that was pretty good.
It goes, glory, glory to old Georgia 3 times. And then I guess they're spelling out Georgia. Hail Georgia, played after the PAT. That's a different one. Okay, yeah, so it's just Glory, Glory to Old Georgia, and then Georgia, or something like that. There you go. Oh, man alive.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
This is for my second spin.
Mm-hmm.
BVD says, I want eggs for Josh. Let's see, who was it that did the last one? Kevin Stokes. It was Kevin Stokes that paid for the last one for me. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, shit. I promise you guys, in no way do we rig this. It is a completely random. You can go on to the website yourself. It's called Wheel Decide, WHEEL Decide.com.
What does it say, Josh?
It says egg on face.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Well, take them glasses. You got to take the glasses off.
Well, I'm going to take the glasses off here. Here's the egg. Just to show you that we were prepared. I also have the shot glass, the hot sauce, and I don't play around. Louisiana hot sauce. That's good stuff. I also had the beer to chug.
You didn't let it get hot.
Yeah, it has gotten warm, so that wouldn't be pleasant. But if you guys want to see any of those things, Carter's got them too.
Except the beer.
Shit.
Sorry.
How did this end up me being the one that gets absolutely obliterated?
Because it backfired on you.
I'm going to put this towel on it to cover my beautiful orange shirt.
If I was you, I'd take them headphones off too. Just
well,
do it.
Then people won't be able to hear me.
Okay, we'll take your hat off.
I'm gonna look. We'll do it like this. Boom.
All right.
Let me tuck my mic back. Just a second. There we go.
This is beautiful.
We still got more spins to do, guys. If you guys want to see it, hit them super chats. It's only $2.99. Kevin and BVD paid $4.99, but all you gotta do is the $2.99. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get it cracked so it don't knock me out. Oh shit!
It went everywhere.
Oozing down my fingers. Here we go. Oh God, what the shit we do for money? Here we go. Well, there you go, guys. You got egg on my face. Much like many of my sports predictions, I end up with egg on my face.
Have fun cleaning that floor. You know, you got dogs. They can come lick it up.
That's 10 times worse when you have a big old beard like this. I can feel it in my beard. So gross.
Yeah, this stuff's like hair gel, man. It's sticky.
There you go, BVD. That's right. Crunkman says, there you go, BVD. You got it. Balls talk. Yes, a good one. Bust some chicken embryos on you. Oh, man. That's awful. That's cold.
Yeah.
It stinks.
I told you. It does stink. I couldn't believe that.
You did yours on the top of your head, didn't you?
I did my first one on the top of my head and the second one on my face. So, trust me, I know what you feel. And, dude, when it was on my hair, it was like hair gel. I just had my hair spiked completely up. It was like the best hair gel I've ever used.
Oh, BVD says that the options are $1.99, then $4.99. All right. Well, let's do. We'll do them for $1.99. If you guys want to do one, you're right about that, Haas. I will be smelling that later. I'm gonna have to go straight from here to wash my face after the show's over because I don't want that egg rotting in my beard. Woo! That'll wake you up in the morning. What else we got? Anybody else want a shot at the wheel? Somebody else make Carter do something.
No.
Yeah,
Josh. He's already got it. He's already got egg on his face. I mean, come on.
He's bored. He said all he's gotten to do so far is sing the Georgia fight song. He wants to take a shot of hot sauce. You got that super hot sauce over there.
Shut up.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't prepared for today as far as some of the stuff. Like, I didn't have a beer or, which I had the hot sauce, but I didn't have a shot glass. But I got something that would work if I had to do it. You know?
Yeah.
But.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
BVD says have another with another $2 super chat. Thank you, BVD. Oh, look at there. There's another one for Carter.
Just go ahead and do mine.
It's from me, buddy.
Oh, that's cheating. That does not count. No.
It counts.
It does not count. It comes out. Hey, no, it don't. It shouldn't count.
It counts. Guys in the comment section, does it count or does it not count?
No. Well, let's get them over with then.
Yeah, Balls Talk says Carter quit laughing. All right, let's get back to the wheel. Here we go.
We're doing mine or yours?
Well, BVD did me first, so it's 3-2 so far, and I had to pay for one of Carter's.
So you ain't that some shit.
All right. BVD says it's cheating. NASCAR says yes, it counts.
Oh.
Balls Talk says it counts. Crunkman says cheating. Old Smoky says yes, it counts. Haas says seems like cheating to me.
Huh.
Cody Hankins says it counts. I think it's Hankins. Yeah, Hankins. He says it counts. Yes. NASCAR says it's money, ain't it? There we go. All right. Here we go. This is for...
This is the last one for the day.
This is for me. It's kind of like rigging an election. Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
Dude, the Gator Chomp. Oh. Whew. I can do that. You seem
relieved.
I do, but this still sucks.
Okay.
Ugh.
It's right hand over left hand. Just remember that.
Okay? So my camera's reversed, so this is my right hand. You guys can see. This is my left hand. Got to find the sack. There we go. Did they say anything when they do it?
No.
I want to do this right now.
Well, no. I mean, when they're getting ready for kickoff, they just do it. You know.
What do they just like chomp chomp? All right, here we go. Gator Chomp. Oh God, this may be worse than the egg. Ugh. I'm starting to feel like I may hate Florida more than I hate Alabama, and that's not a good thing for a Tennessee fan. My feet are slipping all over the egg juice here.
Go ahead and spin it.
All right. BVD, I want a refund. Hey, man. The wheel is the wheel. You're at the mercy of the wheel. Carter, you will be doing egg on face.
Oh,
I
gotta go outside.
It was this close to the truffle shuffle, man.
Yeah, well.
That close.
Let me get an egg and a towel.
Rubber Nose knows UK cheerleading is number 1.
In what?
UK cheerleading. Oh, Smokey says we can't see. What can't you see? Did I not have I didn't have the thing switched over. Didn't see the Gator Chomp. Oh, okay. Here we go. Right here. It's on now. Here we go. Sorry, I didn't switch it over. There's the Gator Chomp. Ugh. There you go. It just feels so wrong. Sorry about that. I didn't transition the scene over to show everybody the gator chomp. But there, you got it. You got her now.
I'll be damned if I'm doing an egg in my house.
Yeah. I've got a mess to clean up afterwards. It's got to go on the face, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to it. I'm taking my hat off. Shit, where am I going to put my hat? All right, hold on.
Don't let it touch the ground.
Hell no, it's my Battle at Bristol hat. 1 second. I'm going to set my camera down so I can get this towel on.
And Carter was wrong. It was not the last one of the day. If you guys want to see one, throw that super chat up. $1.99 for a spin.
Well, I just said that because I thought nothing.
As a cash-paying fan of this show, I demand the Gator Chomp and the stupid barking shit be replaced with Spinner's Choice.
I tell you what, I'm going to stand up away because this damn egg makes a mess, guys. I want to stand in the yard and do this.
It really does. I mean, I thought I caught it all in the towel, and I'm wiping and thinking I'm folding. It was just oozing out the side. It's all down. Look, it's all down my pants.
Now, before I do this, I want to make sure y'all guys can see me okay. So,
we got you.
This is a good angle.
That's a perfect angle.
All right, here we go. Let me roll up my sleeves. I really don't want to get it on my shirt. All right, so here we go. Here's the egg. It's real. Oh, dude, it's cold.
We're going to see if it's real here in a minute. Is it cold outside?
Here we go. No, it's the egg.
Oh, the egg's cold.
So I'm going to put it right here, you think, Josh? Right there on the head?
I went straight nose and
straight nose.
Bridge of the nose there.
Oh, damn. God damn it. That freaking hurt.
I'm getting double my money's worth.
That thing's like a rock, bro. I'm going to have to crack it. Hold on.
Is it frozen?
I guess it is, because that shit hurt. There we go. I got it.
That's why I cracked mine first.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
There's yolk in my freaking hair.
That was great. It's so much funnier when it's not you.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was my last egg, too, so I made sure I had one.
Oh, the fans love it.
God, it smells awful.
BVD says that was worth it.
It's probably worth it when I hit the damn egg on my head.
That's what they're talking about, man. That's what they're talking about. Yeah,
Jesus.
There's a delay, so they probably are just now seeing you crack it on your face. Yep, yeah, there it is. There you go.
Did I get it on my shirt?
Oh, man, that was great. That was fantastic. Anybody else before we close the wheel down?
We can close the show.
Last call for wheel spins.
Just remember, I'm out of eggs.
Carter's out of eggs.
I will be prepared next Tuesday.
Carter's like, F that wheel.
Actually, I'm okay with this last egg one because, I mean, it wasn't as bad as the first time. Well, first time I had 2 eggs.
Well, you didn't knock yourself out with the first one.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to have a little spot right here on my head. God, my hands are sticky as shit.
Oh, man. I know, it's so
sticky. That was
sticky.
The equivalent of, like, slapping myself.
Yeah. Let's see, just for fun, let's see what would have come up next.
Yeah. Wheel is closed.
Are we closing it?
Yep.
NASCAR, that was the best thing I've ever seen. This needs to be the start of the show. Let's see. Rubber Nose Nose says, does she have an overbite? Who's he talking about? I don't know. All right. Just for fun, the next thing would have been the Truffle Shuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure they were all happy with the egg.
And then we would have followed up with, well, it likes that egg. No, the truffle shuffle again. Come on, it's got to land on slap yourself 75% power. There you go. So that's how the wheel works, guys.
I think we should change the 75% slap to like a glass of milk in the face.
A glass of milk?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to the wheel capture?
We broke it.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't know what happened.
As always, we want to thank our sponsors.
That's right.
Dogs and
Hound Dogs and Tennessee Tap House.
Tennessee Tap
House, yep. And then I won't plug my own business again, but for real,
okay, I will.
I'm excited.
Josh Griffin with Shelter Insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys watch the show? I'd love to be your insurance agent. There you go. But yeah, Hound Dogs, Vol Heaven, I like to refer to it as. Go in there and check them out. Pick up some stuff. Tell them the guys from Volunteer Roadshow sent you. They'll take care of you. And Tennessee Tap House, phenomenal food. Great place to watch the game. We did the live stream from the Tap House every Saturday on game day. So go down there and you can meet Billy. You can meet myself, Carter. You know, we're down there sometimes.
Yep, I have been seen there.
You can meet Catfish. And we broadcast right there. Our little table's set up right there in front of the where you sit and watch the game. So it's a great atmosphere. They got cornhole and football in the backyard of the restaurant, and they've got some really good craft beers on tap too. I'm not a big craft beer fan, but man, they've got some good stuff over there.
Food's really good.
The pizza and wings are phenomenal. Some of the best I've ever had. And I'm not saying that because they're a sponsor. I took my wife over there to watch a game one Saturday, and she was raving about the wings to everybody that she knows.
Yeah, I had some of their wings too. Their Sunday brunch is awesome too. And usually they did last year, they did a live show on Sunday. Last year it was Rico, McCoy, and Billy and Catfish. So
Carter needs to go through concussion protocol. Carter, how many fingers?
2.
No, it was 4.
4.
Yeah, you got a reverse concussion.
Yeah.
Oh, where is the watch dude, Pinto driver? Replace the chomp with milk and a bark with beer over the head or something.
Replace the what with milk?
The bark.
Okay.
We'll change the wheel up. It won't be the same stuff every time.
That's a good idea.
I really want to see Carter take his male cousin on a date.
Yeah, just have to get him over here from Colorado, and that'll work.
You can do a Zoom date. You can each have a candle in front of you. Plate of spaghetti.
Here's the thing, though. The cousin has to agree to these terms.
That's part of your job as a show host, to sell that.
Right. To get into that super chat money, probably.
Yep. That is going to do it for us. Any final words, Carter?
Yeah, I'm sticky.
And just for good measure, I'm going to start working on this beer before it gets hot. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the super chats and the wheel spins. We appreciate that. Thank you to the people who just joined us for the first time today. Cassandra, and I saw a lot of new names in there. Mark Goins over on Facebook says to hell with Georgia Tech.
Ramblin' Rick of Georgia Tech.
And, yep, go visit the sponsors. Give them a shout. Tell them the guys from Volunteer Roadshow sent you. That just helps us out. Makes the show better. I think that's going to do it for today.
We appreciate it. See you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.
See you guys on Tuesday. Remember, TikTok Tuesday coming up next week. Have a great weekend, guys. And go Vols.
Peace. Oh, no.